Yeah, it's a circle.
Haha. Yeah, actually, well, Windy is barking again.
Oh my god, she keeps barking while I'm trying to talk.
Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog. So today I'm just going to be sharing my process of drawing mandalas with you guys. And if you don't know what a mandala is, try to imagine this. So imagine a lot of small repeated patterns of geometric configuration in a circle. And I know that it sounds really complicated, but I mean, as the video progresses, I think you realize that it's actually a lot more simpler than it is, because it's essentially just patterns built up on patterns and patterns and patterns. So I mean, I can show you examples of what it looks like. So essentially it will look kind of like this, but it really depends on what kind of shape and what kind of patterns that you draw. And I guess it really also does kind of depend on the kind of emotions that you're feeling at that moment, because mandalas are known for being a form of meditation and art therapy. It is more of like a healing process for people who are usually
Stressed out,
and they just need some sort of
relaxation activity.
and basically that's kind of what I need, and that's why I started drawing mandalas. So I actually started drawing mandalas, I would say maybe 2 years back. Started drawing 2 years back, and it was mainly because I have this tendency to be constantly doing something, and I guess it's kind of like a workaholic. But I mean, that also kind of means that I'm unable to fully rest until I sleep. But even when I'm sleeping, I don't sleep that much. So I had trouble finding time or finding activities that will help me relax. So in the end, I kind of came across mandala, and ever since then I've started drawing mandalas. And just to give you an idea of how much or like how many mandalas I've drawn, I currently have not just one, not just two, but I have 3 books of mandalas that I have already drawn. So that's a lot, and I guess it's cause it really does help me relax. And since recently I've been swamped with assignments, and in actuality I have an assignment due I think in the next 4 days, which I really should be working on, but first I want to spend some time to give myself a chance to relax. So I just decided that I'm going to film this video, and hopefully it has the same effect for you guys as it has for me. So I hope that you guys will feel like more relaxed while watching this video. Okay, so here's a reality check as to how messy my table is, and honestly it's really just because I have been working on my assignments for the past few days like crazy, and so I'm just going to clean up my table before we start drawing. Okay, so I'm finally done cleaning my table, or at least the part that I need to use, because honestly there's
A lot of things to clean.
so I just cleaned out what I needed to clean. And well, usually when I draw mandalas, I draw it on my book, but since I'm going to be sharing it with you guys, I'm just going to be drawing on this piece of A4 size drawing block, so it's easier for you to see. So the first thing that you will need, if let's say you're going to draw mandalas, is that you need a compass. And honestly, I used to use this for math, for those angle questions, but I don't do maths anymore, so this is what I use it for. So first you just kind of estimate it to be in the center, and then just kind of draw a circle. I guess it's been a while since I've drawn mandalas, so I'm really bad at using the compass, but anyways, you can just draw circles of random sizes. It doesn't have to be exact or equal. You just have to just randomly draw some circles, or at least that's just how I do it, because I feel like that's just a lot more fun. Like, you're not really restricted to, oh, everything must be maybe 2 cm apart or something like this. So usually the last circle is the size of your mandala, the end product, but I'm just going to draw one more because I think I want it to be a little bit bigger today. And yeah, Okay, so once you're done drawing kind of the pencil template for you to follow, you need to draw the guidelines now, and I hope this has that. Okay, so it does. So I have a ruler here, and you have to find a point where you put the compass, I guess the point, the needle part down, and just draw a straight line through. So you just draw a line. It doesn't have to be too obvious, but obviously it's very obvious here, so
Don't learn from me.
but then you just have to draw equal parts and try to make it as equal as possible. But I would say it's not necessary for it to be 100% the same, because once you draw it out, it doesn't really show that much. So just aggravation and draw it out. Okay. So let's say if you want to have so-called more petals, you can draw even more lines to make it more defined. And I feel like I won't make the petals very thin here, but I think I want to expand it out here, so I'm just going to draw more sections. Okay, so I'm done drawing the sections, and I think it's pretty obvious that not all of them are equal, but I think they are close enough. So I'm just going to start. So regarding the pens that you use for mandala, honestly, I feel like you can use any pen that you want. This one is 0.5, this one is an art pen, and this is a 0.38 pen that I use to write my notes and assignments. But I think because I'm doing it on a bigger piece of paper, I'm just going to be using the art pen to make it a little bit more obvious and less tiring for me. So I'm just going to start drawing. So usually when I draw, I tend to draw petals.
So what I'll start off with is just drawing a petal. And in this case, the lines, like the circle lines, are really a good guide as to where you should start and where you should stop. So once you draw a petal, you just kind of repeat it all the way. So that's usually how I go. So you go about your rounds, I would say. I mean, I'm not a professional, so I don't really know all of the correct terminology for this, but as long as you understand, I think it's okay, yeah? Okay, yeah, so I'm just going to continue and draw.
Okay, so I obviously messed up at this part, but I mean, I'm just going to leave it because I don't think that it will be too noticeable, because usually when you add a lot more details, it just kind of comes together as a whole. So the way that you continue this is, I mean, it really depends on what kind of look you're going for, or it kind of depends on just what you feel like it. So right now, I feel like just, I would say, drawing a line in between each of these to add as details. So I'm just going to quickly add some line. I'll just show you the entire process, and then we'll see the end product. Okay, so I know that it kind of looks very, how to say, like in a way very messy, but it's just because of the pencil markings beneath it. So what you need to do is just take your eraser, and then usually I will start coloring from the inside because the ink would have already dried from how long the process takes. So usually I'll start from the inside and then I'll slowly go outside so that the ink doesn't smudge. So okay, so I finished drawing and I actually wrote down the date and I signed my name, which is kind of a habit that I always do. But anyways, I'm done with it and I think it looks pretty good. And I'm just gonna do something that I've really wanted to do ever since I started YouTube. Okay, so I'm finally done with drawing and I really hope that it was as relaxing for you to watch as it was for me to draw. And I mean, yeah, I need to go do my assignment now. Bye!